Hello, friends. Welcome to Squaird Plans, where creative planning and organization comes to life. I'm Stephanie, and today we're going to be designing a hourly grid weekly layout for Valentine's Day week. So come plan with me. And I've got these washi tapes here ready to go, along with a couple of mild liners I may use, this Happy Planner sticker book, and this Live Love Posh sticker book, which I'll pull from. So I finally finished out my first roll of wax paper since I started using wax paper. So this is like 3 years, 4 years worth of wax paper that I've done all throughout my channel. So this is the very last sheet I was able to get out of it. It's kind of fun and exciting to see how long that lasted. But anyway, I'm going to lay some of that down so we can get started on the design for this, for next week, for Valentine's Day week. I'm going to be using some florals here from the Live Love Posh sticker book. I think this is the Winter Bloom sticker book. And I'm just pulling out these pink and blue tone florals for the basis of the decor. I had actually started a whole different design a little bit earlier than when I filmed this. And I started filming and everything, and I just didn't like it. It was a little bit too red heavy for Valentine's week. So I rethunk it, came back, and went with more of a pink toned spread to hopefully help it not be overwhelmingly red. Whenever I do a red spread where there's red as a dominant color, it gets really tricky to make me happy. You know what I mean? Like, red is just such a strong color and it evokes definitely different feelings. So I had started that spread and I just couldn't find something that I was happy with. So I pulled back, rethunk my decor, and went with a more soft pink tone for this week, but to still keep it related to Valentine's Day. These florals are really perfect. They've got a little bit of pink, but also some blue tones in there, which I think is a really nice complementary color to help with the overwhelm of pink. I'm not a huge fan of just pink in general. As a whole, I don't wear a lot of pink and I'm not buying things that are pink. It's just usually not my jam. But this amount of pink with a little bit of blue, I think, is really a nice way to tone down the pink. Also, it has been so rainy here in Southern California, so my lighting has been a little bit chaotic. Sorry about that if you see the fluctuations, but I will do my best to balance it out during my editing so that it's very minimal. As you can see, I'm working in these florals mainly in the corners and also a little bit in the center there next to the spine. I use this spread very functionally and have struggled with how to bring in lots of decor on this spread without coming in on the functionality piece of things. So I really do need to keep things kind of contained in certain areas. Top and the bottom borders usually is a safe place to get some decor in without it being into my functional area. And as you can see, I'm pulling in some stickers, some quote stickers from, I think, the Happy Year sticker book from the Happy Planner. It's either that or the Teacher Year sticker, seasonal sticker book. I have to double check that. It might be the teacher one. Anyway, so I'm going to bring those in. Decided on just that love sticker. I'm also going to bring in some washi tape. I've tried a few of the other styles and the patterns just to see how that looks. But I think this blue is going to be the winner. So again, it's a little less pink. I have this washi tape here, as you can see. It is Watercolor Hearts, which is a really nice one to use on Valentine's week. That's pretty much the only time I pull it out. I was thinking about using it in a strip, but kind of changed my mind and thought it might be better if I use it just more as a decor piece, cutting out the hearts individually. And I really like that. The color was just right for the hearts and the florals. The hearts from the Happy Planner sticker book are a bit more deep in tone, much more red for most of them. There's some lighter pink ones that I'm pulling in, as you can see, but the deeper red ones just didn't quite work. So that washi tape was a nice way to bring in a little bit more of the hearts without it changing the color scheme quite a bit. So I'm just cutting out a few of those and placing them in and around some of the floral areas. Again, trying to position things around my functional area, so it does give me some limited options. To see if there's anything else I want to bring in, maybe for like the sidebar or as a dividing line. It's pretty light, so it's hard to see, but I have an hourly schedule going from 6 to 10 every day, just about a quarter of the way down the page. And honestly, from 7 to 9 o'clock every day, I fill this bad boy up. So I try to make a hard stop at 9. Sometimes that doesn't even work. Sometimes I work into 10, 11. But I'm trying to be better about stopping my workday at 9 p.m. every day. So we are going to plan for that. And if things go off the rails for some reason, then it's just probably going to be documented a little differently. I also have what I call my rest day. It's the day that I just decide not to do any work at all. Kind of like my weekend, but it's pushed up a little bit where Friday and Saturday are my weekend days. So those days I can have a little bit more decor, which is why I put that quote on Friday to Saturday, since, like I said, there's a little bit less to do. And then I have the corners, of course, kind of covered up. Some washi tape I just laid down at the very bottom as a base layer. I'm going to use that behind the florals for, like I said, a little bit more color. Again, with that stopping point at 9, I have a smidge of room there at the bottom where I can fit in a little bit of extra. So I'm just trying to take advantage of that space. The only day that gets a little bit squished up is a Sunday, as you can see here, because the decor is definitely pushing into that functional space. I do try to limit it as much as I can, but, by Sunday, I'm already thinking about the next week. So we'll just wing it there. Also, too, you can kind of see that I am using a lot of the clippings from certain areas and pushing those into other areas to fully utilize the space as much as possible. So I really do like to use up all of my trimmings whenever possible. You can kind of see too that I've put the washi tape there at the top. I was going to do a full border where I did the blue washi on the sides as well, but I do really need as much space as I can get for planning both on Sunday and then also there in the sidebar where I'm going to be housing my this week checklist. This is the second week I'm trying to use this spread in particular without a half sheet added in. I did one last week, but I didn't do a plan with me on it, just to see how it goes and kind of try things out. And I think I can make it work. I really hate having half sheets in the middle of my spreads. Even when I decorate them and everything, I just don't like things to be blocked in my spread. So I really wanted something different. I also really wanted to have things on the actual days that they occur. So we're going to try this out again this week with a bit more decor. I went very minimal last week with mainly washi on the top and the bottom. So we'll see if we can do the same here this week, but with a little bit more decor on the page. And now I am trimming out these holes where the sticker overlays, just so I can get this guy back in my planner. And that's all good. Just going to go ahead and take a look and see if there's anything else I want to add in from these sticker books. I don't have any events or appointments that I need to put in. The only thing I have on my calendar for this week is Valentine's Day as far as the holiday. So that's good. It gives me ample room there at the top for my daily to-dos, and then my this week to-dos can be in the sidebar, along with my hourly planning. I think that's going to be pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and white out the 6 o'clock hour to give me a little more room there at the top. And then I'll also add in a this week header in my sidebar. Try out these highlighters, see if I'm going to like that blue. And I think that's going to work out really nice, just having that light blue with the pink here. Just going to pen in this week with my Furonosuke brush pen. And that'll do it for us, friends. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Also, too, go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.